All right, guys, this is Devontae with Real Indy News. So we're here on the Monument Circle. We're here on Monument Circle. This is Devontae with Real Indy News. We're here on Monument Circle where we have demonstrators who have started to march around the circle. Um, the group is growing in numbers. I think a lot of people decided to stay home this evening due to coming storms. And so they have about 60 to 70 people who are out here currently who are marching in the streets and in response to what transpired yesterday with what they call minivan Karen, who ran into demonstrators and was not arrested or nothing was done by IMPD when she ran into them. And so demonstrators are very upset. They're out here now. They're marching around the circle. So we took a break, sitting the camera down. They're gonna be back around here shortly. But if you have not shared this live, we ask that you go ahead and share it. Go ahead and like. Go ahead and comment. Now, again, this is Devontae with Reality News. We're here on Monument Circle. Demonstrators have decided to come together due to yesterday's events with their minivan Karen, as they call them. And so they're definitely upset with what transpired yesterday. They'll be back around here shortly. As I said, we have more people who are walking up and who are joining the demonstrations that are taking place. If you have not already shared this live, we ask that you go ahead and share it. If you're not already liked, we ask that you like it. If you're not already have comment, we ask that you comment. If again you are in support of Real Indie News and you appreciate and you love what we're doing, understanding everything we do comes with the cost. So we ask that you please donate at paypal.me/Real Indie News or on Cash App, # Real Indie News. All donations, monetary gifts are greatly, greatly appreciated. So if you're just now tuning in, we're here on the Monument Circle where demonstrators have come together because they are very, very upset of yesterday's actions from minivan Karen, who drove her van through a crowd of demonstrators. You can check the video out. You can check the video out on our page. You can check the video out on our page. So again, this is Devontae here with Real Indie News. We're here on Monument Circle where demonstrators are going around the circle in protest against what transpired yesterday. So their hopes is to close down the circle. But obviously they don't have enough numbers to do so right now. So they have encouraged that everyone who can and who will come out this evening to stand with them to stand with them because of what transpired yesterday. And so it's definitely important, especially because somebody's life could have been lost yesterday. The lady, She drove in the midst of the crowd. People who were on her car, trying to hold on for dear life, could have been killed. Could have been hurt very, very severely. And we're grateful that no one's life was lost due to yesterday's actions. I cannot speak to the woman's intent. I can't speak to the facts as of what transpired that led up to her running her minivan through the crowd. But for what we have, we can show it. And we would like for you all to comment what you think transpired. What do you think happened? If you were down here, or even if you watched the video, the small clip that we were able to show, put in the comments what you believe transpired and why you think that happened the way it did. Yeah, our gain was too up on our mic the other day, so it definitely is working better today. Excuse me. Excuse me. Were any of you guys out here yesterday? Were any of y'all wasn't out here yesterday? Yeah. No, it wasn't. We had some people send in a video of what transpired. Just wanted to kind of, if y'all didn't mind doing an interview, kind of get y'all thoughts on it. Young lady declined to do the interview. She said she got to be specific. Not sure what that means, but okay. All right, so demonstrators are blocking traffic, having people turn around. If you're just tuning in, demonstrators are here on the circle, and they are attempting to close down the circle due to minivan Karen running her van through a group of demonstrators on yesterday. If you can, make sure you watch the video on our page, and also make sure you watch the interview that we done earlier with Matt Davis, and you can hear some of the sentiments of what they were feeling. Mel, are you here for the protest? I'm here for protest. Yeah, so they're going to actually come back around. All right. Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. So it's Devontae and Deontay. We're out here on the circle. Deontay, just share with the viewers some of your thoughts about what has transpired. It's hot today. We ain't doing too much walking, but share with the viewers some of your thoughts about what's transpired.
So, my thoughts on what has transpired, I definitely think that it's wrong. What Minivan Karen did, lives could have definitely been lost. Um, Demonstrators, and this is the thing, this is what causes riots, this is what causes for violence when peaceful protests and demonstrators are down here being peaceful and this happens. It makes tensions rise and it makes people begin to question, okay, should we turn this thing from being peaceful and should we make it now a violent issue? Think about what all could have happened if they really would have got a hold of Minivan Karen. They could have flipped her van or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I will say these protests and demonstrations have been peaceful. And so to run, her van into them like that on yesterday, I don't think that was okay. I don't think it was acceptable, and she needs to be held accountable. And so we are definitely going to continue to keep following the story to see exactly what happens. But as said, we definitely have to make sure that that we're continuing to pray for the demonstrators and everything like that, because as you know, there are people that have hate in their heart and people who do not want to see change. But it's time for a change, and we are calling for a change not just in the city of Indianapolis, but we're calling for a change all across the world. And as you can hear, demonstrators are chanting. When black lives are under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back. So we thank all of you for tuning in to the Real Indy News. Don't get the story twisted. This is peaceful. This is a peaceful demonstration. But when people do what Minivan Karen did last night, it gets a little bit crazy, and we don't want it to get crazy. I'm going to turn it back over to Devontae.
All right, guys. So, I mean, yeah, excuse my language, but the shit is crazy out here. I mean, you see somebody run their van through a crowd of people. I don't give a damn if they are protesters, if they're just regular people. You should not run your damn van through a group of people. That's crazy. And you can't make me believe that that is okay. No matter, you didn't try to stop. And y'all, I'm pissed at this point. You didn't try to stop. Is that Minivan Karen? No, that's not her. You didn't try to stop. You didn't get out your car to make sure everyone was okay. I wonder if she really meant what she did. Guys, y'all know here at Real Indy News, we keep it 1,000. You cannot say you watched that video and thought that that was okay. Just like you couldn't watch the video of George Floyd with the officer on his neck and think that it was okay. It's not okay. And what has transpired yesterday, I think, has more people upset than what we are seeing out here today. We got to do better, Indianapolis. So if you have not come out here, the sun is out. It's not as hot. So we might see more people come out than what was expected. Yeah, yesterday, let me see. All right, so yesterday, the video's on our page. So yesterday, Minivan Karen ran into a group of demonstrators with her van. And actually, we see that there are police, there are IMPD at the end of the block. But Minivan Karen ran into a group of demonstrators and kept going. She didn't even stop. Now, y'all can't tell me that that shit's okay. We're unbiased here at Real Indy News, but we call bullshit bullshit. And that's bullshit, y'all. If you've not already shared this live, we ask you to go ahead and share it. If you've not already liked it, please go ahead and like it. Go ahead and say that again.
We got the kids out here. This is peaceful, an opportunity for all ages to come down and make their voices heard. I don't want to hold this, man. I'm done now.
Man, talk about what happened yesterday. What do you think about that?
What happened yesterday was an example that we've seen all across the country with these Karens or these typically white women not enjoying or not participating in the things that we're doing. And so they try to take over and they try to make their voices heard. But obviously, the Caucasians are typically the more violent race. And so that is what happened yesterday.
What would be your response if Minivan Karen is watching right now? What would you say to her?
I mean, I really don't have too much of nothing to say to this nice lady. It is what it is, man. I mean, unfortunately, she came and tried to hijack our movement and tried to make it into something that it wasn't. I don't think she was successful. I just hope that, she gets charges pressed on her, and if not, then that's another irresponsibility that IMPD has let go. And it's not fair to us. It's not fair to the people that got hit. It's not fair to the people that are down here peacefully protesting. So yeah, man.
Thank you so much, Nigel. So again, this is Devontae, Real Indy News, here on Monument Circle. Pissed off. I'm very pissed because those demonstrators shouldn't have got hit yesterday. I don't give a damn if they were demonstrators, if they were walkers. That could have been your niece, your nephew. That could have been your son or your daughter. That could have been one of your loved ones. And regardless of why they were down here, whether you agree with it or not, I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm not saying I don't agree with it. But what I will say is that you driving a minivan through a crowd of people, that's just wrong. And if you're not upset, if you're not mad about that, I question your moral compass. I would ask you to check yourself. Definitely check yourself. Because it's not right.
For sure, yeah, I think that's fine. Well, do you want me to just have him meet us there at 11, or do you want to just let us do the parks and then come back and circle up with you after we're done with that? I'm sorry, bro. You all right?
All right, guys. So this is Devontae with Real Indy News. We ask that you continue to like, continue to share, continue to comment on this live. We're going to go ahead and end this live, but we'll be back here shortly this evening with more updates on the demonstrations that are taking place again. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. This is Devontae Real Indy News. We'll see you later.